Welcome to the Happy Gaijin. I'm Nathan and Merry Christmas! I wanted to do something special and also say a big thank you to all of you who have recently subscribed here on the Happy Gaijin. This channel is all about streaming and having a little bit of fun, getting to know each other and talking about topics, etc. But today I wanted to give a little bit of support to a friend of mine, Nomadic Gaijin. And I'm going to be reacting to, and I'm going to be giving or adding some commentary to one of his videos, which is called What is Christmas like in Japan, I mean. So please check out his channel. It's totally underrated. He does amazing content and he's very, very active on Twitch. If that's something that you're interested in, please check him out. So let's get started.
Hey everyone, Nomadic Gaijin here. Today I'm going to be doing a Japan Bites about Christmas in Japan and all the wackiness that entails. Let's check it out.
Christmas in Japan.
First of all, Christmas is pretty much all commercial in Japan. As far as houses go, there's not many. You walk through a neighborhood, you'll see one house, maybe like a little bit of lights or...
Yeah, actually, Japan isn't a Christian country, obviously, so therefore that's probably the reason why it's totally commercial. It's something that they've got from the West and they've, you know, Japanified it a little bit to make it their own, and it's totally their own, very much 100% commercial thing. So it's interesting to see what Luke has to say.
Sometimes fully decked out, but check this out. I got a neighbor who built a castle and lives in it now.
What?
Like a Japanese castle, seriously.
You have a neighbor that built a castle? Are you kidding me, dude? What the heck?
In my neighborhood, he just built one. Must be rich. But he completely decked out his front. Check this out. Yeah, I mean, that looks really cool.
I mean, to be honest, like here, I live in a city, so we don't really have houses with space to decorate. But I probably would love to have a house and be able to decorate the house with ornaments and Christmas lights.
Wish I had the time and money to do that, because it would be fun.
Wow.
Then somehow in Japan, Christmas Eve became like Valentine's Day here. It's the most romantic day of the entire year in Japan.
The most romantic day of the entire year in Japan. To be honest, Christmas is I love Christmas. I tried with the hat. I love Christmas. It's a family time over here where I live in Europe, and it's a little bit stressful, you know, all the present buying gifts and wrapping them up and trying not to forget anyone. And it's pretty much a very busy time of the year for everyone. So adding a extra layer of having it like Valentine's Day would be even more stressful for me, I think.
A lot of companies are capitalizing on this by making these beautiful Christmas decorations and lights and setups, especially in Tokyo. And then people, like couples, will walk through there and, oh, this is nice, let's take our picture together, let's go shopping, spend a lot of money.
I mean, to be honest, when it comes to Illuminations, I mean, this video is about 3 years old. I was actually speaking to Luke earlier on, actually by text, and I asked him if I could react. This video is 3 years old, and I must say that Illuminations in Tokyo and across Japan have probably gone to a whole new level in the last 3 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually think that Japan is becoming very slowly the Illuminations capital of the world. And Illuminations are not just for Christmas, they continue into the new year, and they actually continue throughout the winter season. So you'll be able to get some specific illuminations for Christmas, specific illuminations for New Year's, but overall you'll be able to find some illuminations as long as it's like the winter period.
It's a pretty good system, right? So these places, usually, as early as November,
very nice,
will start the lights and make everything look gorgeous. Yeah. And so, if you have a chance, if you're in Japan during this season, it's really nice to check out.
Yeah, I totally recommend it, guys. I went to one in Ashikaga, and that blew me away. It was so amazing. Very cold though, very, very cold, but pretty cool.
Tons of them in Tokyo, but they're all over the place as well. I, for one, love to go to Odaiba because you get the lit up Christmas tree with the Statue of Liberty behind it. Yeah, that's funny, but that's another story.
What? Well, you know, for those of you who don't know, there is a Statue of Liberty in Odaiba, which is like a man-made island, which is part of Tokyo, that's connected by the Rainbow Bridge. And there's a Statue of Liberty. And sometimes when I'm there, I sort of like trick people by taking a photo with the Statue of Liberty in the background and saying, "Guess where I am?" which is quite funny. So Odaiba. So Luke says Odaiba for Illuminations.
And then you get Rainbow Bridge behind that, all lit up. Seriously,
really
Statue
nice.
of Liberty. I don't know what to tell you. And now here's where things veer a little bit off course, and that's when Japan completely associates Christmas with Kentucky Fried Chicken. It all started in the 70s when they did a major campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that he's going into the details because I don't really know much. I know that KFC is associated with Christmas, and I know, as far as I know, it was just a very clever marketing piece of marketing from KFC that basically stuck, and it became the Christmas thing to do.
That Kentucky is Christmas. Christmas ni wa Kentucky. Seriously, that was their slogan. Other companies are trying to swoop in and get the same recognition. I particularly noticed this year, 7-Eleven has been advertising on TV and all over the place, trying to convince people that they're the way to go for home chicken.
So, I mean, this was 3 years ago. I haven't actually been to Tokyo during the Christmas period. I go just after the Christmas period. And the thing with Japan is that from what I've noticed, Japan is very, very seasonal. And they're very, very quick to basically move from one thing to the other. So I was there over Halloween period. And that week that I was there, or those few days of Halloween, that Halloween week, was all Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Everything was Halloween, Halloween drinks in Starbucks, you know, Halloween decorations in stores, even in convenience, etc. But the moment we got to the 1st of November, it went to winter, Christmas drinks and this and that. So, and autumn. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm arriving on the 27th of December. So I'm actually flying day after tomorrow on the 26th. But I can imagine that by the time I arrive, it's going to move on. You know, like I'm not going to get any of this.
Today, just to try it out, I got a set.
Ooh.
So they have this the week up until Christmas. You get a red box. Yay, it's not even red and green, it's just red. But it's festive.
Okay.
Woo! And you can get like 3 or 4 pieces, 5 pieces of chicken. Most of it is chicken.
Interesting. So obviously KFC is very famous for their chicken, but so is Fami Chicken. You know, like it's a thing. Family Mart chicken. In fact, I might even prefer it to KFC in Japan. So I see what they're doing. They're trying to capitalize and trying to get some of those KFC people going to 7-Eleven, Family Mart, etc. Interesting, very, very clever. And my understanding is that for KFC over the Christmas period, you need to actually book your menus. That's how popular it is. Is it the same for like the konbini chicken like sets at Christmas? Let me know, because I don't know. Let me know.
Have all the time anyways, but they also have like a barbecue type chicken, which I didn't get today because it actually did not look so appetizing, to be honest. But this was a 4 set, and if you get one of these, it comes with a Mitsuya cider for free. They must be doing some kind of team up. Good for them. I tried the 7-Eleven chicken just now, and it was greasy and fatty and barely any chicken in it. So I went to KFC at exactly 5:30.
Ooh, comparison. That's what I like to see. Comparisons. Well done, Luke. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not a big fan of KFC in Japan, to be honest. There's 2 fast food chains that I actually think Japan doesn't do very well. From my experience, it's KFC and Burger King. Those 2 ones, 2 like fast food, multi-global fast food chains are better elsewhere, in my opinion anyway.
The pickup time that I reserved. So you can check it out.
Oh, so you have to reserve.
Definitely more festive than the 7-Eleven box. So they've got years of practice.
Yeah, I have to say that it's already looking so much better than the 7-Eleven box. The 7-Eleven box definitely has like konbini, like cheaper vibes for sure. I'm guessing that this was much more expensive too.
Practice on this. Smells much better. It's pretty good.
I'm getting hungry.
Funny story, when I tried to walk into KFC to pick this order up, right? There were so many staff, maybe 5 or 6 people in bright red shirts with the Kentucky logo on it. And like 2 ladies stopped me.
Okay. The service is obviously on another level. They're prepared for this.
They're just like, do you have a reservation number? Yeah, I got one. Then they kind of like radio to the next person. It felt like I was trying to get into a government building. It was insane.
Funny.
But that's kind of worth the experience of doing KFC on Christmas. They have a bucket type. It's just like fancier. It's got a cake and
Fancier with a cake and everything. Wow. Actually, that looks pretty fancy. Tempting.
a few other things that come in it. When I searched, they were already all sold out. So I think pretty much those are something you got to get early December or late November if you really want to like seal the deal. Now, if KFC was it for the weird food stuff, then I'd get like, okay, you get one thing, Japan, one thing. But they also do Christmas cake. So
yeah, that's true. Christmas cake is a thing in Japan, but my understanding is that the Christmas cake in Japan is kind of different to the Christmas cakes that we have over here. Over here, the Christmas cakes are basically fruit-based, like raisins, nuts, etc. And I believe that the one in Japan is like cream and sponge-based, if I remember right. Which actually I would probably prefer, to be honest.
Christmas cake is a cake between 3,000 yen and 10,000 yen, so about 30 to 100 bucks roughly US. And this cake is about the size of my hat, but it's Christmas cake. And you can order it and pick it up on the day. I did one off of Rakuten, so they shipped it over, frozen, and then I defrosted overnight. You're paying a lot of money for them because they're Christmas cakes. I wasn't joking when I said it was the size of a
chocolate. Hat. Okay, I didn't know that they were chocolate. I thought that they were like cream and sponge. So therefore, there you go. I was wrong there.
This was 4,500 yen, about $45 US.
Wow.
Chocolate raspberry. It's unusual. Usually it's just a plain white sponge cake with some more Christmas decorations on it.
Okay, so that is what I was expecting. That is basically the sponge with the cream that I had in my head. Okay, so chocolate is.
As for jolly old Saint Nick, he does have a role in Japan, and that's great.
Does he?
He is Santa-san. Sometimes
Santa-san.
But Santa-san, very polite. Nice to meet you, Santa-san. Nice to meet you, Santa-san. Hajimemashite.
Santa-san.
Right? It's kind of a fun feeling. I guess.
Santa-san. I've learned something. I didn't know he was Santa-san.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed when I came to Japan. Now, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but there was a Simpsons episode where Lisa said Santa in Japan is a robot named Annual Gift Man that comes from the moon or something like that. And so I was kind of excited when I came to Japan. I'm like, hey guys, give me the information on Santa here. Like, is he really like a robot from the moon? And no one had any idea what I was talking about.
Oh my God, that would be epic if it was. I could do a whole video about that.
So that was the only kind of sad part. I was like, oh, come on, give me something funny like that. Typically, the only Santa you will really see in Japan is at KFC, the Colonel Sanders statue outside. They actually decorate him as Santa during the holiday season. Smart, Mark.
Nice.
Well, that's it. I can't go home for Christmas this year, obviously, which is a little bit sad, but I can stay at home and eat slightly more expensive Kentucky Fried Chicken Christmas version and defrosted Christmas cake and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday time, right? So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, stay safe, and enjoy this holiday season as best you can with everything going on.
Okay, so obviously this was during the pandemic, and yeah, things have moved on from there, haven't they?
And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Later.
Awesome. So, firstly, thank you so much, Luke, for that video. It was very informative. Thank you so much. You did very well with the fact that it was a pandemic, etc. And I please recommend that you go out and check some of his videos. He has a really awesome video about rice field arts of One Piece. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. So, what were your thoughts when it comes to, Christmas in Japan? Did you know some of these facts? Did you learn something new? And is there anything that you would think that you would want to add to the things that Luke said? Let me know. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and thanks so much for your support. Stay positive and be happy, gaijin. And most importantly, Merry Christmas. Till the next one, I'll be live streaming from Japan very soon. Bye.
Wow.